There we go. And we are live. I want to thank everyone for tuning in to a very special edition of Off the Record on the People's Podcast this morning. We have 5 incredible guests with us today who are going to give us some amazing information as well as inspiration dealing with relationships, love, and just the future of what dating looks like in 2023. The first person that we want to, I want to first of all say how you all doing.
We're good.
All right, great. And we want to start with Jerome Gunn, the man on the panel. First of all, how does one? I saw you all on TikTok. That's how I saw you all. How do you? It's hard out here for one man to find love with one person. How do you find love? How were you able to find love with more than one person?
I mean, honestly, I feel like it's more of being with one person and finding one person. You got to find a lot of tributes and a lot of aspects of one person. So you got a lot of work to put in towards one person. But being with multiple people, when they see that you got multiple people around you that surround yourself with like goodness, like when she came around us 3. And it was like a dope energy to where she was just like, this is something that I want to do. So you ain't got to put as much work in when women can see that other women is happy in a relationship versus them being monogamous and being in a stressful relationship. It's just like, I like that. I'm feeling that. Like, can I come over there too? Like, I want to be treated like that. I want to be treated the same way versus being treated how I've been treated.
Okay. Yes, sir. All right. Now, okay, I want to start with Big Jazz, right? Well, no, I want to start with who was the first woman like to be in love with Jerome? Like, who was the first one? I mean, Jerome.
Yeah, I put it on her first.
Okay.
she fell in love first, so.
Okay, and who chose on who first? Like, who was the first person to say like you like her or whatever?
What? She got bro. It was like she
is the wife. She's the one who started this whole poly relationship.
Okay. Now, help us understand, right? Because a lot of people are insecure. They get jealous around. What was it about you that just was like, it's okay, like it's all good?
Well, in the beginning, when I first started, I wanted to be with a female. So I feel like that killed a lot of the jealousy. Not saying that I did not get jealous in the beginning, but in the beginning, I wanted to be with a female. So therefore, when I built that relationship with that female, and y'all just feel like y'all forever friends, you can trust that person, like all that jealousy goes back.
Okay, all right.
Insecurity too, because just imagine like you got another woman, right? And we already know women are insecure. Like we have certain insecurities about ourselves. But guess what? That next woman, we build each other crown. Like, girl, get out your head. Like, come on, let's fix this. Let's do that.
Okay, all right. Now, Jerome, how was your family and friends? How did they take the fact that if you start posting pictures, it would be with more than one person? Were you nervous about that?
I definitely wasn't nervous. I don't feel like there was really anything in life that I ever was nervous about. And I feel like that's what made me such a unique person, because I've never been nervous with anything that I do, because I really never value the other person's opinion on how they feel about me. So when I posted, it was more of like people going to accept what I am and who I am. If you don't accept it, then you can kick rocks. So it's more of like, that's me. This is me, this is where I'm at. As far as like my associates and all of that, they thought it was dope. They thought it was cool. They said, you open the doors for a lot of people to do this, to do that. And I just tell them, I feel like the door's been open for a lot of men to do certain things. It's just the women that you choose with them closed doors. And my family, my dad, he accepted it. My daddy didn't care. My daddy got 32 kids. So it was just like, you was able to do what I want to do, but I was doing it sneaky. So.
Okay, Dad got 32 children. All right. All right, next, I want to go with, is it Tisha or Tasha? Tisha. Okay, Tisha. What was it about Jerome that made you just like, choose to say, I'm in love and I want to be a part of, the situation?
Well, for me, Jerome is very intelligent. He got a way with words. He's very smart. Like, I never met like a man like him. Like he knows how to take care of kids good. Like he makes sure our mental is great. Like he's just a great man overall. So that's what made me choose him.
Okay. All right, Jerome. All right, Jerome. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Now, okay, now we're gonna come to Big Jazz as well as Deja. My sister Naima says good morning, and my sister says peace, family. All right, peace. Thank y'all for watching. Can't wait to put this on YouTube. Thank you, everybody who likes, shares, and subscribe to the People's Podcast. Okay, so now I wanted to ask you, Jerome, the number one thing that I seen that caused situations with one woman, like in the breakup, is finances. Now, are you rich? How are you able to like put us on, help us understand when somebody says they want to be with one person, it's a trial, but you saying multiple. I mean, help us understand.
It's basically building a foundation. So when we do polyforce, we're basically building a legacy of a foundation of what we're trying to succeed in and grasp in life. So basically with us, it's like you don't have to have money, honestly, to come in, but you want to get money. You got to come in to want to get money. So you can bring a female in that don't got nothing, that got money, you know what I'm saying? And I ain't got to have money. But it's like, I got enough money to be able to make sure I can put you in a certain situation to put us in certain situations. Because I feel like women can put us as men in better places than we can put ourselves. So it's more like an investment, if you ask me, with any woman that I talk to. Like, you got to learn how to invest into your queen. So it's just like, we all come together. We all got money. We all grab. It's like, it's not just mine. It's like everybody. So we eat, like we all eat together. And this is the account right here. Like everything that we have and we get money, Jasmine handle all of that. Like she handle all of the money. She handle everything. So Jasmine handles everything to make sure we look rich, but don't live rich.
Okay. All right. Now, next we have, you got Big Jazz and Baby Jazz. Now, Baby Jazz, can you raise your hands for us? Okay, that's Baby. Okay, Baby Jazz. Now, what made you see Jerome and say, I would like to fall in love?
Let's see. No, Jerome, he definitely challenged my personality of how I am. I definitely showed me I'm very in denial about certain traits that I have and stuff like that. And Jerome, he was in and oh my god.
She's so shy.
I'm so shy. I'm sorry.
It's okay. All right. I want to go to Deja. Deja, when you saw Jerome, what was it that said about him that said, man, I like you, and I see that you have already have a situation, but I'm still choosing, and I still would like to, fall in love with you.
Actually, all right, it was both of them. Like, I wasn't just talking to him. When he texted me, I already knew that he had a woman, and he told me that. So when I first went to that house, it was with them together. So I seen both of them, and the reason I fell in love with both of them, not just him, her too, was because it was just like, as soon as we as soon as I went to that house, it was just like the vibes was there, and they got good communication, and they fed me good and everything like that. And shoot, I don't know, it's just like, we just connected automatically.
Okay, that makes sense. Now, Jerome, what I wanted to ask you, sir, is how I've done plenty of relationship episodes on my podcast, but this is the first one where I've seen, Jerome before. So you have to break it down for single men who are out here saying they can't find one woman to love them. Like how are you able to find four who love you? Like what's going on?
Basically looking for one woman to satisfy you, or basically looking for one woman to be with, or trying to find multiple women to get in a relationship with. So I feel like it is hard because they actually looking for it. But when you present yourself just like Gucci, Gucci and Louis Vuitton, most of the time you don't see them out here on the streets trying to sell themselves and sell their brand to other people. They're sitting in the display, they're sitting in the window because people already know what they're about. So when you display yourself as a man and that's able to show to other women what type of man you are, I feel like it's going to gravitate to you. A lot of people can gravitate to you just by watching the video or watching it live, just like on TikTok. When they see how I speak on certain things, speak on women, speak on doing this, they gravitate to you and they see that they're able to pick up their energy. So that's more of what it is. Like you really got to present yourself as that type of man to where you be like, you know, I'm this type of person instead of saying these my bitches or these my hoes, like these my queens. You know, it's like it's how you speak, it's how you carry yourself. You know, you immature, you got different type of people in this world.
All right. Yes, that makes perfect sense. All right. And people showing love. Thank you, Pieces Mariah. Thank you, Sister Tana. All right. My next question for you, sir, is children. All right. Now, Jerome, now children. Are children going to be a part of the equation?
Say that again.
Are children going to be a part of the equation?
I mean, we got kids now, but if anybody wanted to have kids, then it can be accepted. Like that'd be something that they agree on. And I feel like I'm more of just a sperm donor.
Okay. Okay. All right. Naima, we because my sister wanted to know about the jealousy in the relationship. All right. Now I asked them earlier, like when we first started about the jealousy, but Jerome, what about you? How do you handle each person's personality in the relationship?
I feel like that comes more of being a man. I feel like if you're the type of man, if you can't handle different people's personality in this world, then you'll never be able to make it in life. If you ask me, you'll never be able to grow and you'll never be succeed in life. Sometimes a lot of women come with stress. They come with a lot of mental stuff. So you got to be able to know how to handle that. You got to be able to know how to actually help them with what they got going on and be able to put yours to the side as a man, because I feel like God made us stronger. You know what I'm saying? He definitely made us stronger as a man. So I'm able to deal with different mentals by just, I guess, inflicting like myself on each person to be able to try to figure out what they got going on or what's going on within their mind, is just be able to like, let's sit down and let's have this talk. We even have like energy circles where we all sit down and we all talk. So it ain't even just me. Like I got help because she's a very good mentor too with them. So what I can't do, what I ain't got the patience for it, then I know baby Jazz, she'll sit down and she'll help. So it's just like, it's basically a team, you know? So it's not more just like the man doing all of this, doing all of that. So.
Okay, great response. Thank you. Because these are the questions people want to know and are going to continue to want to know. Now, I want to go back to Big Jazz. How did your family and friends feel about you saying this is the relationship choice that you're moving forward with, or did it matter?
They feel like it's not God's way, that I'm living in. But the longer I do it, they're starting to accept it, but they still like don't agree with the dynamic of the relationship. They believe one man, one woman supposed to be together.
Okay, and that seems to be, is that because from what my study and understanding of it is, it's an age thing where like a lot of older generations, traditional marriage, a lot of younger generation seems to be going in a broad sense. Tisha, how did your family and friends feel about you accepting this relationship?
Yeah, so at first they were okay with it, they had thoughts to themselves like, she shouldn't be doing this, she's too pretty, like what did she even get herself into? But they accept it, but I know like deep down they always say certain things when I'm not around. But that's them, and I don't care.
Okay. This happens in every family, every relationship. There's a different dynamic. All right. Now, okay, we did Big Jazz. Deja. For you, how did your family and friends feel?
I don't have no friends in my family. They don't care. They're not judgmental. So anything I do, they just go with the flow.
All right. And then the fourth, I want to be sure, not Baby Jazz.
My family, they're very accepting. Like they have questions about it. They just want to know the dynamic and everything about it, but they're very accepting. And I also have a family member that's also poly.
Okay. So Jerome, with you, do you think that this is the future of what dating or relationships look like in 2023? This is going to be future because there are a lot of men who may be in jail or murdered or something like that, and the women outnumber men. You think this is the future?
I mean, honestly, I feel like this is a dynamic that's been going on for centuries. It's just more broad now. A lot of people more coming out with it because I guess they're more comfortable with what they're doing. And a lot of people just doing it, if you ask me, for the wrong reason. But as far as being the future, I would hope so. I would definitely hope more people will get into politics because it'll save a lot of people. Because I speak on it all the time about, like you said, women being outnumbered by men. And a lot of people say, even with the monogamous people, where I feel like, one woman should have their own husband. One woman should have their own man. They shouldn't be with multiple people. But if you think about it, I feel like God don't make no mistakes. With women being outnumbered, if God gave every woman a husband, how many women would be left out here without a husband? And that's something to just think about. So I definitely feel like it should be more broad and more people should definitely get into it for the right reasons.
Okay, yes, sir. Now, Jerome, when you said something key, because that's something I interact with people all the time, and they say, people just want everybody the choice or the reason. What is the wrong reason, and then what would you say is the right reason?
So the right reason is basically doing it to be able to build a legacy, especially if you got kids or if you got family or if you grew up in that struggle, you able to build that legacy with multiple people, multiple incomes, multiple credit, able to get different businesses, to be able to leave things behind for people that didn't grow up like you grew up, so you able to put them in different positions and you able to put your pride to the side. You able to be great with communication and work out a lot of things that you never was able to do. You able to teach your kids different aspects of life and teach them different communication things and have different women raise your kids. So that's good. That's the good part about it. You're able to put them in good positions. The bad part about it is they basically bringing females in to use them, basically tear them down, mess their mental up, take their money from them, don't put them in different positions, and don't teach them certain things. I teach them all the time. Being in this poly relationship, learn stuff from it because tomorrow you might not be in it. So you want to be able to learn things in this poly relationship within yourself, within a woman, within being a mother, within being an owner, whatever you want to be. Learn a lot of stuff in this poly relationship. So tomorrow, if you do decide to be monogamous or you do decide to go step out and just be single, you're going to have the knowledge within yourself as a woman to be out here to grow and know and see what type of man you want in a relationship, to know who you are. You got to find yourself. And if you got people around you that's not going to help you find yourself, then there's no point of being around them.
Okay, yes, sir, Jerome. All right. And Jerome, where are you from?
I'm from Detroit.
Okay, Detroit, stand up. I know about 8 Mile and of course because I like Eminem, but I know about the People Mover and I know about the People Mover and all, all of the Greek Town. I've been to Detroit quite often. I probably go once every 2 years. I probably go to Detroit. But yeah, okay. So because I'm just saying, I'm listening to the logic. Everybody's expressing themselves very well. And thank you all very much for coming on People's Podcast. Sister Susanna says it's not the rule, the exception to the rule. Okay, I see that as well. You know what I'm saying? This is something that is happening, and I really want to study it. Now I want to go to baby. No, we're gonna go back to Big Jazz. Big Jazz. Big Jazz. If you could I have music behind me because I always, I'm a fan of music and acting and things of that nature. If you could say choose your favorite album of all time, what would you say your favorite album of all time is?
Oh my God. That question. Can I say artist?
Okay, you can say favorite artist. Your favorite artist?
Okay, I would say, I have so many favorite artists. I would say, I want to go with her.
Okay.
I'll go with her.
Can't go wrong with her. She has a lot of good music, for sure. All right, next we're going to go to Tisha. What is your favorite album of all time?
I want to say the Take Care album.
Can't go wrong with it, for sure. You can't go wrong with Take Care. It's a classic. All right. Of course, we're going to come back to Jerome because people have more questions. Next, we have, we did Big Jazz. Baby Jazz, your favorite album of all time?
Well, I'm going to say an artist also. I'm going to say
okay. You said who?
Savannah Christine.
Okay, put us on. Who's that? Put us on.
Self-Care. She got a good song.
Okay, all right. We're gonna write that down. We're gonna write that down for sure. And next, Deja, what's your favorite album of all time?
I'm trying to look at your wall.
I mean, my wall ain't gonna get this all over the place.
All right, I'm gonna go with the Lil Wayne. What is that? Carter 5.
That's Carter 3, but okay, you go.
Okay.
Okay, you go Carter 3.
I like Lil Wayne.
You like Lil Wayne? All right, Jerome, what about you, sir? Your favorite album of all time?
Mine would be more of R. Kelly. I think it was Chocolate Factory. That was yeah.
All right, you can't go wrong with Chocolate Factory. Chocolate Factory probably my number 2 favorite. I got 12 Flavors, probably 12 TP2 is probably number 1, but Chocolate Factory is probably number 2 for sure. You can't go wrong with R. Kelly. Yes, sir. All right. And thank you everybody who's watching. So Santa says Bay Area, heard for sure. All right. Now, lastly, what I wanted to ask you, Jerome, is I know people, and as you know, there's a movie called television show called Big Love, and they're on HBO. I don't know if you all ever seen it, but it's about a man, his 3 wives, and it shows like the ups and the downs, the good and the bad of what it's like to be dealing with a relationships. But Jerome, with you, what made you choose to make it public? Because there are people who live private, but what makes you choose to live in public?
I feel like there's a lot of things that people had to see. A lot of people they look at poly and they look at it as more of just a sex aspect. A lot of people feel like when people do poly, it's just the sex and just having multiple men around or having multiple women around just the sex, or men having like multiple women around just the sex and using them and all this other stuff. So when you put a different persona out there to where we can show a different view of what we actually do and how we do it, and how you got younger people that's actually doing it like this and we're doing it like that, and how you got actually young women coming together to be able to uplift each other, communicate with each other, be able to sponsor each other in every way. I feel like that's putting a different picture out there. So I definitely feel like it should be viewed. My wife asks me all the time, why don't I do a podcast, to talk about it and to explain, because I got a good philosophy and conversation. So I told her sometimes in life, it's a lot of things that a lot of people don't need to know. And sometimes in life, the explanation of the way that you give certain things to certain men, I feel like certain men gonna take it and run with it in certain ways. So when you give men the knowledge to do certain things, they can either hurt you or they can either fix you. So some things I feel like some people don't need. Some people you don't need to teach certain things to do certain things with certain women. So I don't feel like I need that. But it's definitely the view. Definitely to be able to put that view out there so people can see it.
Okay, yes, sir. And where can people see it? Because I just was on TikTok. Saw you on there, and I saw the way you was explaining everything what was going on. And I'm literally as somebody who interviews people relationships constantly and know people in relationships, I see the ups and downs of a man, husband dealing with one woman. And I saw you saying you deal with 4. I said I got to interview you and hear how you do it. Where can people follow you on social media just to see what is the everyday life like for you all 4 of you, or 5 of you?
Everything is For the Love of Polly.
And that's the number 4.
Okay, great. And has somebody come to you about a reality show, or would you all ever want to be on TV to let people know what it's like to see your life on a day-to-day basis?
We had 2 broadcasts. We had 2 production companies reach out to us about a show. The first one, they actually wanted us to lie. That was TLC. They wanted us to lie and say that they were sister wives, and we weren't going to do that because they're not sister wives. And another one is a place in Georgia that we ended up turning down because a lot of people said we weren't going to make a lot of money off of it because of the contract that they offered us. We weren't going to get paid a lot of money off of that because they wanted us to pay for our own stuff. So we ended up turning that down. So now we're working with a guy, a dope guy. He's dope, and he said he wanted us to produce, present a pilot to show what we're going to do or what type of show we want to have, because we got multiple females that want to be with us. And it was originally 5 of us. So it was 5 other females besides these 4. So it was another one that's not here right now.
Okay.
And we got multiple females who want to be with us. So what we was going to do is we was going to do like an elimination date to have multiple women come in the house to compete for all of our love and not just one person love. And I feel like that would have been dope.
All right. Yes, sir. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Still my ideas.
Okay. All right. Great. Thank you, Samariah. People have a lot of questions for you all. You all can reach out to them on social media. And man, okay, so I watched Sister Wives. I did see that show. So that would have been interesting to TLC, how they put a spin on it for like a different version of Sister Wives. That I would definitely watch. But we're locked in, and I look forward to hopefully he's coming back in the future to seeing if how the family has expanded and the children life and just everything. All right. Well, I've learned a lot. Thank you for giving us some amazing information. as well as inspiration today. I want to thank you personally to Deja, Tisha, Baby Jazz, Big Jazz, and of course, Jerome Gunn, sir. May God be with you, sir. I mean, man, you got a lot of 4 women, bro.
Yeah.
You have 4 women, bro. Okay, yes, sir. All right. Well, I want to thank everybody for watching. This is Joshua Leonard Muhammad signing off for the People's Podcast. If you all have any guest suggestions, please DM me and let me know. And we're gonna put this on YouTube right away. And I'll talk to you offline, sir. And women, thank you all very much as well, ladies. Thank you all for coming on. Goodbye.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Thank you for having us.
Yes, sir.